relaxed day.
Yeah.
Chasing the chicken, that's very sweet. All right, thank you for Officer Rooster.
Yes.
All right, quick look outside, everybody. I'll get you ready for your Wednesday that's coming right up.
And this morning, we're introducing you to a local business owner celebrating a dream come true after years of hard work and a little help from state officials. Plus, Yakima police putting the spotlight on a decades-old cold case, hoping someone might finally be able to help them find some answers. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Jason.
How are you this morning?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good. It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
All downhill towards that weekend. And again, we're seeing more showers today and more chilly temperatures. I say keep it coming.
I'm not sick of it yet.
No.
No.
By mid-October, maybe if
Maybe.
this continues. Let's take a quick look outside, and we're just seeing barely the starting of a little bit of light out there. Sunrise, 6:50, almost to 7 o'clock. We hate it when there's no sun during our entire show. So we are looking at shower activity continuing to roll in. Right now we have a bit of heavier rain right in the Blue Mountain region. We're seeing the second round come into the mid-Columbia, just out of the periphery, or in the periphery of the Tri-Cities, Hermiston areas. We have one more shift on the way, and then we'll see things start to dissipate as we get into our afternoon. Again, a random shower or two is possible, but that would be about it. Highs remaining very cool, right in the mid-60s for the Yakima region, for the Tri-Cities area, and for Walla Walla. Now for the Blues, the shower activity will probably persist into the middle of the morning, and then we'll see drier conditions for today. Just scattered showers tomorrow and for Friday, and then looking pretty nice for your weekend. So morning rain, it is chilly and windy at times today, 10 to 20 mile per hour winds. I'll get you prepared for all of that in my forecast, but for right now, we're going to send it to Jill.
Well, it's no secret that Americans are facing a child care crisis. Many families are struggling to find a provider, and that search is about to get a little bit easier in the Tri-Cities as a new child care center just opened in Pasco. Apple Valley News Now's Anna Trejo got to speak with the owner.
Pasco is proud of its continued growth in this area. We applaud Rise and Shine for choosing to develop here and adding to our community growth.
Department of Commerce gave out a grant to Ortega to open her new child care center in Pasco. Berta says, we completed the forms and later I received an email. She has been living in Pasco for 32 years and it feels like home. She says taking care of children wasn't always a plan.
How do you go from being an attorney to now this?
Yes, in my country, I studied for attorney, and when I'm moving over here, I change my field because I think so. The other career for attorney and the child care provider, we were the same with the community.
Berta says she has plenty of support from her family and friends that helped her through the process and paperwork and is grateful for all their support. This has been a dream of hers and it's finally came true after 24 years of taking care of kids from home.
I feel happy because for my year experience.
Rise and Shine will be taking in kids starting from 2 weeks to 5 years. Her doors will open from 4:30 a.m. and will stay open until 11:30 p.m. Ortega says she knows the struggle of parents having to work late or be up early to make ends meet. This is why she wants to make it easier for parents to have access to childcare.
If the child starts with a very good environment, they growing really good, and when they move it to adults, they doing very good thing.
Ana Trejo, Apple Valley News Now.
A new grocery store with a focus on health and well-being will be opening its doors in the coming weeks. The finishing touches are going into Natural Grocers, located at 751 North Columbia Center Boulevard in Kennewick. The store was originally scheduled to open several weeks ago, but has faced a number of delays.
Right now, we're navigating the last few stages of permits, putting on the finishing touches to our new store. As soon as everything is ready, we will open doors to customers. So we're hoping within, the next 2 weeks or so.
The grocery store will be the 5th location of Natural Grocers in Washington. The public relations manager says the store prioritizes the health of humans, the health of the planet, and animal welfare.
So in our stores, you won't find anything with GMOs, genetically modified. We've got a long list of things we don't carry, but we've also got a long list of things that we do. So all your grocery needs from, facial tissue to body care to groceries, produce, and supplements.
A grand opening celebration is planned for October 25th with giveaways, samples, and discounts. Plus, the first 150 people in line will receive a mystery gift card ranging in value from $5 to $500. The Washington Department of Ecology has now taken over the investigation into what caused gasoline contamination in the ground near the Marcus Whitman Hotel in Walla Walla. Work to track down the source of the contamination has been going on now for nearly 2 weeks. City officials say preliminary testing on the storage tanks for 2 nearby gas stations did not show any leaks. But based on what they've discovered about the contamination, the State Department of Ecology is now requiring the Chevron station to empty its tanks and undergo a site check within 30 days. This also means the station will not be allowed to sell fuel for the time being. An electric company is now facing 2 lawsuits from people who blame their equipment for a devastating wildfire in Spokane County last month. The Gray wildfire destroyed more than 200 homes in a matter of hours, driven by extreme winds. Fire investigators say they've ruled out natural causes of the fire, but they have not determined how it started. One of the lawsuits claims that an outdoor service light maintained by Inland Power was throwing sparks before the fire started. The lawsuit says people had reported the faulty light, but it had not been fixed. A spokesperson for the power company says they won't make any speculations while the investigation into how the fire started is still underway. Yakima police are working on a new project to shed a light on homicide cases that have gone cold. This month, Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us they're looking at a case that dates back nearly 30 years.
Patricia Allen was just 21 years old when she was stabbed to death at Glenmore Green Apartments in Yakima on October 3rd, 1995.
Her live-in boyfriend found her deceased in the apartment and then contacted police to investigate.
It was a case with no clear motive.
She was not somebody that was, in frequent contact with the police. I'm not even sure she had a traffic ticket.
Allen was from Petaluma, California, was working as a cashier at the Eagle hardware store, and had just recently moved into that apartment.
They interviewed a lot of people that were persons of interest. They conducted polygraphs on certain individuals.
But no definitive suspect. Witnesses now moved away. And while they never get rid of evidence in homicide cases, there's still a lot to go through.
You have to kind of relook at everything and see what's been sent to the lab, what needs to maybe go back to the lab, maybe things that we can reprocess.
If there's viable DNA and it's compared to the federal DNA database, they could potentially find a suspect that matches, but
there's just a lot of unknowns in a case like this when you're trying to basically start over from scratch.
It's why YPD needs your help to try to remember what you might have seen or heard if you were near Glenmore Green on the night Allen was killed, or anything you may have heard from others afterward.
I would say it's extremely hard for a family to go, overnight without answers.
But going decades without answers can be unbearable. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Anyone with information can contact YPD Detective Kevin Kays at 509-249-6874 or make an anonymous tip to Yakima County Crime Stoppers. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
More rain, more wind, more chilly temperatures for your Wednesday. I'll get you ready for your midweek and a sneak peek at your weekend. Looking better there. I'll have your forecast coming up.
Plus, we're tracking your biggest headlines from around the nation this morning, next on Good Morning Northwest.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
For real? Missing kickoff? Not on my watch. Ultima's fuel-efficient VC turbo engine hustles like an MVP. Game on.
Drive the Nissan Altima. Get a low $329 per month lease on Altima or get 0% financing for 36 months on the Altima SRVC Turbo.
Give yourself that new car feeling with a detail from ProClean Auto Detail Systems. Details start at just $125 and we'll make your car look and feel like new. Gift certificates are available. Forget the rest and come to the best. ProClean Auto Detail Systems.
Take a trip back in time at the Uptown Antique Market. Nearly 30 individual vendors with an amazing variety of inventory. From furniture to clothing, housewares to home decor, memorabilia, and much, much more. New inventory arriving daily at the Uptown Antique Market in Richland's historic Uptown.
Check out Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, your local Old Hickory Sheds dealer. We sell and deliver a wide variety of buildings, including storage sheds, lofted barns, playhouses, cabins, and more. Come visit us at 3680 West Van Giesen Street in West Richland.
Exciting news! US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen. And action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
New and current customers can get the titanium iPhone 15 Pro on us. US Cellular, built for us.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer only at your local Ford dealer.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Writers Guild of America, the union striking against Hollywood studios, has voted to end its walkout. Board members have approved a contract agreement and union members are free to return to work Wednesday, that's today. However, the writers still have to vote to ratify the contract, a vote expected to happen next week. In a push to keep the government open, the Senate took a first step to move a stopgap bill forward on Tuesday night. The 79-page plan would keep the government open through November 17th and give lawmakers more time to negotiate longer-term spending bills. However, it also gives billions of dollars in aid to Ukraine and for natural disaster relief. And hardline Republicans have railed against including foreign aid in the bill. The government is tracking to shut down by October 1st if Congress fails to pass a funding bill or bills to keep it running. Coming up, you'll see a new look for Richland police vehicles in October. We'll hear from the chief about the design. Plus, it's officially fall and it feels like it. Jason Valentine is tracking your first alert forecast next.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's pizza party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $2,250 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruce Heating and Air.
Craving an action-packed stack of game-changing, meaty, cheesy awesomeness? Taco Time's Taco Cheeseburger. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime it's taco time.
Paws Natural Pet Emporium is proud to be a partner with Apple Valley News Now's Operation Best Friend. Pets adopted from Operation Best Friend segments come with a $50 gift card for use at Paws Natural Pet Emporium. Watch Wednesdays on Good Morning Northwest.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's the Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's the Educated Cigar in Richland.
Are you ready for some Seahawks on Monday Night Football? It's a big NFC East-West showdown as Pete Carroll and our Seattle Seahawks battle the New York Giants on Monday Night Football at 5. Then see a special primetime Apple Valley News Now. It's on Monday.
Next live, the first Golden Bachelor, Carrie Turner.
Any eligible women that want to toss their hat in the ring.
Plus, Hannah Waddingham.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good morning so far. And we are looking at a pretty wet morning, and we've been seeing shower activity for the last couple of hours at least go through our regions, getting a little bit of a break in Yakima right now. We do expect one more round to come through. Over in the mid-Columbia and in the Blues, we've been seeing a little bit more starting to kind of sit onto the Blue Mountain region, and we have another round coming in for the Tri-Cities. So off and on showers for the next couple of hours, then we'll see things start to dissipate. So as we're moving along in our morning, we should see the showers for Tri-Cities, Yakima be done in the next hour or so. A little bit sticking into the Blue Mountain region. That'll move along as well. And then just a scattered shower or two as we move into our afternoon, but some clearing into our overnight period and just some scattered showers for your Thursday and pretty much for your Friday morning, and then we're going to see some clearing as we get into Friday proper. So we are looking at nicer conditions on the way, but we are also looking at chilly conditions continuing because that pressure system, which is now sitting just to the southeast of Anchorage and Alaska, still churning in those cool temperatures from up north, and we're right around that jet stream again today. So we are going to see some windy conditions, but again, those showers just continue just to churn in, though we are getting a break as we're heading into our evening hours. But still, windy conditions especially are expected this morning. So for our temperatures, we're remaining chilly this morning compared to about 10 degrees off of what we saw yesterday for many of our cities. Lower 50s to upper 40s. A little bit closer grouping, so it's just another indication that things are starting to settle down just a bit. Our temperature trend also is going to be chilly. We're going to slightly warm up into our next work week, but for the week ahead, if not for the next 2 weeks, we do expect to see similar temperatures. So cool conditions are here, folks. And again, we're way off our average by about 10 or so degrees. This is a very unseasonably cool end of September and start of October. So fall might be here, like what we think of fall might be here quite earlier than we expected. So wind speeds, we do expect 10 to 20 mile per hour winds as we move along into our morning. Already seeing that in Dayton, light winds though for many of our regions. So those will be picking up, slowing down into tomorrow, but 10 mile per hour winds for your weekend. So a little bit of breezy conditions there. Our highs mid 60s for Yakima, Toppenish, Ellensburg at 60 degrees. Over in the mid-Columbia, right in those mid 60s. Hotspot 68 in Hermiston, and chilly in the Blue Mountain region. 7-day forecast, and do get ready for more sunshine on the way this weekend, and really this afternoon into Thursday and Friday afternoons. We should see some sunshine there. Overnight lows remaining in the mid to lower 40s, so cool all across the board. Tri-Cities area in the 60s for the week ahead, a little warmer at our next work week. Overnight lows a little warmer though than Yakima. So today, morning showers followed by some clearing and a scattered shower or two in our afternoon, but remaining in those mid 60s as we are downright chilly heading into our weekend.
The Richland Police Department is unveiling its domestic violence awareness wrapped car for the month of October. Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio, and she brings us a closer look.
Good morning, Jill. Once again, the Richland Police Department has a wrapped car for October's Domestic Violence Awareness Month, a topic that's very prevalent for the police department. This patrol car will be rolling out at the start of October and getting out in the community to showcase domestic violence awareness. According to RPD, it makes sense to lead the way on this pressing issue as domestic violence is consistently in the top 10 crimes committed in Richland.
Law enforcement plays a crucial role in domestic violence awareness. Domestic violence crimes are crimes that affect all walks of life, all socioeconomic backgrounds. Really anyone can be affected by it. And law enforcement really is the correct place to bring together all the resources. And it's just so important to get the message out there that domestic violence crimes are not okay.
Chief Clary says domestic violence crimes affect the whole family and can have lasting effects. If you see the wrapped car out in the community, they say to give a wave to Officer Denslow, who will be driving it. We're talking about domestic violence services and resources coming up on Good Morning Northwest. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. And when we return on Good Morning Northwest, it's time for Operation Best Friend, and we're introducing you to Mushu. And don't forget, today is Apple Valley News Now Day at the Central Washington State Fair. Between noon and 4, bring 3 new school supply items to donate, and we'll give you 1 free ticket. Items we need include packages of pencils, crayons, color pencils, markers, notebooks, paper, backpacks, and more. Please be generous, and we'll see you at the Central Washington State Fair later today.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Paws Natural Pet Emporium is proud to be a partner with Apple Valley News Now's Operation Best Friend. Pets adopted from Operation Best Friend segments come with a $50 gift card for use at Paws Natural Pet Emporium. Watch Wednesdays on Good Morning Northwest.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pie gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an electric vehicle from Overturf Kia, your EV headquarters. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Save over $4,200 on an all-electric Nero EV. Now $38,699. Or get 2.49% interest for up to 72 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $2,250 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruce Heating and Air.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome back. It is time for Operation Best Friend, and Elizabeth Norman joins us once again from the Pitbull Pen, this time bringing Mushu, who's also in need of a permanent home. So tell me a little bit about Mushu and what brought him to the Pitbull Pen to begin with.
Yep, Mushu is about 2 years old. He is a pit mix, and he was in a shelter and was transferred to us, and he is fantastic. He is great with people, loves people. And he is dog selective, so he's friendly with most dogs that greet him politely. He's not a fan of bossy dogs.
He seems to have a really calm disposition. Is that true for him?
He's very calm. He's sweet. He is well trained. He's gone through a board and train program in Oregon, and he is fantastically trained.
Do you have a lot of dogs that go through training programs within the Pitbull Pen?
We try. If they need training, we try really hard to get it to them. We have several board and train programs that we work with, as well as the Ridge Dogs prison program.
That's right, you were telling us about that last week. Well, are there any special considerations that need to be made for a home for Mushu?
Yep, no cats, no small animals. He thinks that they are too tempting.
Oh.
Birds, no birds. Other than that, he is fantastic.
Fair enough. And what would be the best way for someone to kind of start that adoption process?
Our Facebook page and our website, and all the applications are on there.
Okay, excellent. And then maybe they can come and visit Mushu.
Absolutely. Yep.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Elizabeth, for being here. And again, we hope to hear some good news about Mushu getting adopted.
Thank you.
We are tracking a blustery Wednesday ahead, and you'll want to bundle up. Jason Valentine has the details next.
I'm Dr. Rachel Fedino, CEO of New You Women's Clinic and Aesthetics. And here at New You, we want to provide a unique experience for our patients. I wanted to provide a place where patients can come and they can feel heard and listened to and really in control of their healthcare decisions.
Coming here has been life-changing for me with the incredible help of the staff who I feel like have become my friends. And the program itself, it's encouraging, supporting. I've seen great results, and I don't feel like I have to yo-yo anymore.
New You Women's Clinic and Aesthetics is the Tri-Cities premier medical spa and wellness destination, offering exceptional care tailored to the patient's needs. New You is honored to have won Best Awards for Medical Facility, Cosmetic Surgery, and Women's Clinic. Experience the difference at New You Women's Clinic and Aesthetics. Book your appointment today to discover the new you.
The fall savings have arrived this week at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores with some of the best deals of the season, where you can save anywhere from 15 to 40% off many of our top name brands, or take advantage of special 5 years financing with no money down. So you can shop the amazing special offers today and pay for it later, making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less during the fall savings event this week at Walker's.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one. Just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
This morning, we're tracking a developing investigation after reports of large groups of people, many of them teens, looting businesses in Philadelphia. The response from police coming up. Plus, hear what President Biden had to say during a historic visit to union workers on strike in Michigan.
And more showers this morning with chilly conditions throughout our areas. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday. And we love it when we get old doggos into
the he was a
studio.
lovely dog.
Yes, Mushu, right?
Yes.
I like it. Well, very well behaved off camera.
Yes.
Was chilling
Wasn't
out.
just behaving for the cameras.
Yes.
He was very well behaved.
So hopefully we can find Mushu a home. Well, it is going to be, it is already wet, and we're seeing those chilly conditions and windy conditions on the way. It feels more like late October than late September, but this is what we got. Let's take a look outside. We're seeing that light again slowly starting to filter in. We're about 20 minutes away from sunrise, but most won't see the sunrise today with all that cloud coverage. We've had shower activity kind of in waves, and we continue to see it, but it is starting to die down for Yakima, Toppenish, and Ellensburg. We might see a little bit of this last kind of push come into the region. Very light rain there. We saw some heavier cells, though, come through the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region, and the last place it'll sit is going to be in the Blue Mountains here in the next couple of hours. So rain's coming to an end here by at least 10 a.m. earlier for the Mid-Columbia and Yakima. And for Yakima, you're staying chilly today. Mid-60s. We'll see a little bit of clearing as the day goes on. Mid-60s as well for the Tri-Cities. And, well, let's just throw Walla Walla in there, mid-60s. So staying chilly, about 10 degrees off of our averages for this time of year. And again, like I said, it feels like late October, just a little bit gloomy, a little bit wet and chilly for the morning hours. We'll see that sun, though, come out later, help our moods. Morning rain, chilly, windy at times today. I'll have your forecast coming up, but right now we're going to send it back to Jill.
Making national headlines this morning, police in Philadelphia say they arrested more than a dozen people overnight accused of looting businesses. It appears that many of the people involved were under 18. There were protests in Philadelphia Tuesday night after a judge decided to dismiss charges against a former police officer accused of fatally shooting a man during a traffic stop last month. But police say the protests were peaceful and not related to what came later.
At this point in time, we know somewhere around 15 to 20 arrests have taken place thus far. At least 2 firearms have been recovered during some arrests. Don't know if they're all connected to this or not. And I just wanted to reiterate that this had nothing to do with the protest. What we had tonight was a bunch of criminal opportunists take advantage of a situation and make an attempt to destroy our city.
Police say they will be looking through video from businesses and on social media to continue tracking down the people responsible. A New York judge has found former President Donald Trump guilty of fraud. The judge ruled Trump and his adult sons deceived banks, insurers, and others about his net worth for almost a decade, or for about a decade. The ruling comes days before Trump's civil case with the New York Attorney General's office is set to go to trial. The trial will now focus on determining liability on other claims and how much Trump and the other defendants should pay for the fraud. Trump has long insisted he has done nothing wrong. Trump's attorney says Trump and the other defendants will appeal the ruling. Target will be closing 3 stores in the San Francisco-Oakland area next month, plus 2 in Seattle and 3 in Portland, all because of theft and organized retail crime. Target is closing a total of 9 stores across 4 states. The others are in New York. The company says it, quote, cannot keep operating these stores because theft and organized retail crime are threatening the safety of our team and guests, end quote. Organized retail crime specifically refers to people stealing whatever they can and as much as they can from a business, typically with plans to sell it online. Target says it tried adding more security, hiring outside guards, and using theft deterrent tools, but none of them worked well enough to keep the 9 stores open. Employees at the stores that are closing will have the option of transferring to a different location. Target says it will still have 22 stores in Seattle and 15 in Portland, even after the closures next month. After 5 months and a more than $5 billion hit to the U.S. economy, writers in Hollywood are allowed to go back to work today. That's thanks to a tentative agreement with the studios. John Lawrence talked to people on the picket lines.
It's almost time to start rolling the end credits for the long-running soap opera in Hollywood. Almost time.
I feel tentatively great. I mean, it's a tentative deal, so I'm feeling really good.
After 148 days of striking on the streets, leaders of the Writers Guild of America unanimously voted in favor of their members getting back to work Wednesday. The tentative contract with the major studios includes pay hikes, stronger benefits, protections against the studio's use of artificial intelligence, and guarantees for streaming compensation.
Even if this deal goes through, we still have to get the actors paid because our words are meaningless unless we have our talented friends out there putting them on the screens.
But there still may be another chapter or plot twist in this drama. The WGA tentative agreement is, by definition, not yet set in stone, and the Screen Actors Guild is still on the picket line.
It's hard to say, oh, the strike is over. Well, the strike isn't over because we still have days to wait to get it rectified and to get it voted on by the WGA members. And then there's the question of our strike.
SAG-AFTRA leaders say they are, quote, committed to securing a fair contract.
We live and work in a collaborative community, and we'll have to give a little bit in these negotiations as well as receive. So, as long as it's better than it has been.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
The United Auto Workers still on strike with no sign of a deal so far. On Tuesday, President Joe Biden visited Michigan, joining the United Auto Workers on the picket line. He had been invited by the UAW president. The White House says it's the first time a sitting president has walked a picket line. The White House typically stays neutral in labor contract negotiations. Here's what President Biden had to say to workers on the picket lines.
You deserve the significant raise you need and other benefits.
Let's get it!
Let's get back what we lost, okay? Yeah. We say to them, it's about time for them to step up for us.
While we saw a lot of smiles during the president's visit, the Biden administration's push for electric vehicles is part of the issue that prompted the United Auto Workers strike. There's concern that the factories to build electric cars won't need as many workers to run them, and there's no guarantee that the new factories would be unionized. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
We're seeing a little bit of the light of day. We still have some showers to talk about, cool temperatures and windy conditions following those rains. I'll get you ready my first alert weather forecast coming up.
And still ahead on Good Morning Northwest, we're looking ahead to Domestic Violence Awareness Month and a very visible reminder from a local police department.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Hi, I'm Gino from Italstone. We just received a new container of Quartz Britannica Gold made in the USA. Visit at Italstone today to see, touch, and choose from a huge inventory in stock. At Italstone, we measure, fabricate, and install your kitchen and bath countertops in 5 to 7 days. No one can beat Italstone prices, apples to apples. Here at Italstone, we are with you every step of the way.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
During our fall tire sales, save up to $250 on a set of 4 select tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located, and now Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95, and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
The fall savings have arrived this week at all Walker's Furniture Stores with some of the best deals of the season, where you can save anywhere from 15 to 40% off. Plus, get special 5 years financing during the fall savings event at Walker's.
No insurance? No problem. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, our membership plan starts at just $79 and costs only $35 a month. That's 2 cleanings, x-rays, and much more for just $35 a month. Learn more at WRFDC.com or PDPNW.com. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Craving an action-packed stack of game-changing, meaty, cheesy sauciness? Taco Time's Taco Cheeseburger. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
Are you ready for some Seahawks on Monday Night Football? It's a big NFC East-West showdown as Pete Carroll and our Seattle Seahawks battle the New York Giants on Monday Night Football at 5. Then see a special primetime Apple Valley News Now. It's on Monday.
Join me Thursday at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar for our Golden Bachelor watch party. Awesome food and drinks, great giveaways, and Tri-City's own Faith Martin competing for the Golden Bachelor.
From Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar, Active for Life, and Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. The WNBA Most Valuable Player is former Seattle Storm star, now playing for the New York Liberty, Breanna Stewart. The honor is determined by a vote among sports writers and broadcasters. Stewart got a narrow win in a 3-way race. Stewart was also named MVP back in 2018.
The last time that I won this award, comparing to now, obviously being married, having a baby, expecting another one on the way, rupturing my Achilles. It's been a roller coaster of a journey, but I wouldn't wish it to be any other way. Just to continue to show that, resiliency works. And no matter the highs and lows, you just continue to keep pushing forward.
Stewart is also the first Liberty player to win the top WNBA honor. She'll be live on Good Morning America coming up a bit later in the show. Rupturing your Achilles.
Sounds terrible.
It sounds terrible.
I've never had that happen to me.
But she was great 6 years on the Reign. This was her first year with the Liberty. And she comes from Connecticut, which is just a women's basketball factory. They just keep churning out great player after great player. Yeah. And she's definitely one of them.
Obviously fantastic. Yeah.
All right, folks, I have your weather forecast coming right up.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things fall. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Paws Natural Pet Emporium is proud to be a partner with Apple Valley News Now's Operation Best Friend. Pets adopted from Operation Best Friend segments come with a $50 gift card for use at Paws Natural Pet Emporium. Watch Wednesdays on Good Morning Northwest.
We are back
with big stars and big laughs.
And a big chance to win.
The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and the bees. I want money.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right. Installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Red or white. At Coyote Canyon, we've got you covered. If you love red, try our Italian Sangiovese, French Grenache, or Spanish Tempranillo. Like what you taste? Wine Club. Come visit our tasting room in Prosser. Coyote Canyon is calling.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. We have light this morning. We also have shower activity throughout many of our areas, though it is coming to an end in the Yakima, Ellensburg regions. We could see just a little bit come through from this little bit of a band, but most of it is sticking in the Cascades. We've seen, though, about 3 rounds of rain for Yakima, Toppenish. Over in the mid-Columbia, we're seeing shower activity as we speak in the Tri-Cities. A little bit heavy for the next probably 15 or so minutes. Then that is going to move along. We do expect to see a little bit more in the Blue Mountain region as we move along in our morning. But as we get into the next couple of hours in our morning, we're just going to see a scattered shower or two and then some clearing into our evening. This could be our last real push as we get into the next couple of days. We have scattered showers for your Thursday, and those could persist into the morning hours, early morning for Friday, and then we'll see some clearing on your Friday. And again, the culprit in all of this is a pressure system near Alaska now. It's been moving up north and again churning in those cooler temperatures from the north. The jet stream still is in our vicinity. 10 to 20 mile per hour winds are very possible today. And again, we're going to see, though, a little bit of clearing for areas as this finally starts to move out and settle down. You can see that we're starting to settle down in our temperatures. We are very closely grouped. 46 in Ellensburg, all the way to 54 in Walla Walla. So we are a little chillier this morning. So do prepare yourself for maybe getting a coat or definitely an umbrella if you're going out anytime very soon. Temperatures, we are remaining chilly, about 10 to 7 degrees off of our averages, just slightly warming into our next work week. But this is what we are expecting for the next 2 weeks at least, is temperatures right in those 60s, staying cool. We could see it change in the next week or so, but really staying chilly. Wind speeds very light this morning. They will be picking up though as we get along in our morning and into our early afternoon hours. Again, 10 to 20 mile per hour winds possible today, then very much slowing down into Friday. And then we'll see around 10 mile per hour winds as we get into our weekend. So breezy conditions at times. Let's take a look at your highs today. We're right in those mid-60s for Yakima, Toppenish, 64, Ellensburg. Over in the mid-Columbia, our hot spot, Hermiston, 68. Hanford, you're almost there at 67, all the way down to 63 in Connell. And in the mid-Columbia, Blue Mountain region, we're in the mid-60s. All right, 7-day forecast, mid-60s through Friday for Yakima, then a little warmer for your weekend. Looking nicer for your weekend as well. Mostly sunny and looks to be mostly dry. Mid to lower 40s are overnight lows as we're getting very, very chilly overnight. Tri-Cities area, mid-60s really through Sunday, slightly warming into our next work week. Slight chance of a quick shower or two after today, really after this morning. So we're seeing the last round of those showers right now in the mid-Columbia and soon to be in the Blues. It could be over besides a quick shower or two for Yakima, Ellensburg. Just get ready for cool temperatures today. Winds 10 to 20 mile per hour at times. We remain very chilly for the foreseeable future.
The Richland Police Department is unveiling its domestic violence awareness wrapped car for the month of October. Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio, and she brings us a closer look.
Good morning, Jill. The Richland Police Department is rolling out the wrapped car for October's Domestic Violence Awareness Month for the second year in a row. The car wrap is 100% funded by sponsors and business owners who support domestic violence awareness and getting the word out into the community because, according to Richland's Chief of Police, Bridget Clary, it takes the whole community for this effort. She says the Richland Police Department has a zero-tolerance policy on domestic violence. She also says it doesn't have to be the victim to report the crime for prosecution to take place.
In Washington State, we can still prosecute domestic violence crimes without the participation of the victim, which is really important. There's traditionally been so much shame associated with being a victim of domestic violence, and we really want to remove that shame and to let the victims and families know that it's so important that they are not to blame for this and that people need to be held accountable.
Chief Clary says if someone is a victim, they should call 911 and report it immediately so they can receive support. The Richland Police Department will be sharing information and resources on its Facebook for domestic violence awareness throughout October, and the Wrapped Car will be joining Coffee with a Cop at the Cozy Cup in Richland next Wednesday from 9 to 11. On our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com, you can find the full list of events the Richland Police Department is partnering on with the Domestic Violence Services of Benton and Franklin counties. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. Tri-Cities parents have a new child care option in Pasco. The Rise and Shine Early Childhood Center is on North 20th Avenue, not far from Edgar Brown Memorial Stadium. The owner tells us she's been working for about 2 years to make her dream of a child care center a reality. Thanks to funding from the Department of Commerce, it finally happened.
If the child started with a very good environment, they growing really good, and when they move it to adults, they doing very good thing. But the child care providers and the teacher, they need to start when they little.
The Child Care Center is completely bilingual and will accept children up to 5 years old. I'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast, but first a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive.
What is justice to you?
That's been a tough question.
It's been just 11 days since LA County Sheriff's Deputy Ryan Klinkenbrummer was killed. Investigators say this surveillance video shows the assailant's dark gray car approaching Klinkenbrummer's SUV, then pulling alongside where they say he fatally shot the 30-year-old and then sped away. And now this morning, his mother and fiance are speaking out to Good Morning America.
I remember that day too, like he kissed me goodbye, told me he loved me. I was like, well, I'll see you later, and just never came home.
And we'll have much more of our exclusive interview coming up at 7 a.m. and how they want the world to remember the man they said was so proud to wear his badge. With your GMA First Look, I'm Kana Whitworth, ABC News, Los Angeles.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. Yakima police are shedding light on homicide cases that have gone cold, and this month they're looking at one from nearly 30 years ago. Police say 21-year-old Patricia Allen had been living with her boyfriend at Glenmore Green Apartments in Yakima when she was stabbed to death the night of October 3rd in 1995. Investigators say they're retesting old evidence with new technology to see if they can learn anything more, but they need the community's help to see if there are any witnesses or anyone who knows anything about her death who can come forward. An electric company is now facing 2 lawsuits from people who blame their equipment for a devastating wildfire in Spokane County last month. The Gray Fire destroyed more than 200 homes in a matter of hours, driven by extreme winds. Fire investigators have not determined how it started. One of the lawsuits claims that an outdoor service light maintained by Inland Power was throwing sparks before the fire started. A spokesperson for the power company says they won't make any speculations while the investigation into how the fire started is still underway. A new grocery store with a focus on health and well-being will be opening its doors in the coming weeks. The finishing touches are going into Natural Grocers, located at 751 North Columbia Center Boulevard in Kennewick. The small grocery store will be the 5th location of Natural Grocers in Washington and the first outside of Spokane and Vancouver. Natural Grocers plans to host a grand opening celebration on October 25th. The new roundabout at the east side entrance to the city of Grandview is now officially open. Crews broke ground on the project in May. They were able to finish phase 1 about a month early and open the roundabout to traffic. The goal is to keep drivers moving and reduce the risk of crashes. The city is still waiting on lights and a flagpole for the center island. Those are expected to arrive in the next few months. Oregon Governor Tina Kotek is ordering state police to do more to block the fentanyl supply chain. More than 100,000 deaths every year in the United States since 2020 have been tied to drug overdoses. And officials say 2 out of 3 of those deadly overdoses are related to fentanyl. Governor Kotek says she's looking at getting more state police staff working on local drug enforcement teams and interagency patrols designed to find fentanyl before it gets to the streets. The Washington Department of Ecology has now taken over the investigation into what caused gasoline contamination in the ground near the Marcus Whitman Hotel in Walla Walla. Work to track down the source of the contamination has been going on now for nearly 2 weeks. City officials say preliminary testing on the storage tanks for 2 nearby gas stations did not show any leaks. But based on what they discovered about the contamination, the State Department of Ecology is now requiring the Chevron station to empty its tanks and undergo a site check within 30 days. This also means the station will not be allowed to sell fuel for the time being. And don't forget, today is Apple Valley News Now Day at the Central Washington State Fair. Between noon and 4, bring 3 new school supply items to donate, and we'll give you 1 free ticket. Items we need include packages of pencils, crayons, color pencils, markers, notebooks, paper, backpacks, and more. Please be generous, and we'll see you at the Central Washington State Fair later today.
That starts at noon, so our skies should clear by that time in Yakima. Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Quite a bit of cloud coverage out there right now. We have more shower activity to talk about, but it's coming to an end for Yakima, Ellensburg, and Toppenish after a couple of rounds, some heavy at times. Tri-Cities area seeing kind of the last vestige of shower activity right now, and the Blues kind of looking at the end as well, as we're going to see a little bit of clearing as we get into our evening hours. So much nicer conditions are on the way, though a scattered shower is definitely possible. We're in 56 all the way to 46 for Ellensburg and Walla Walla. Chilly conditions this morning, chillier than we have seen. As we move into the next couple of hours, we do expect winds to pick up 10 to 20 mile per hour at times today as we're seeing blustery conditions continue. So let's take a look at those highs today. Mid-60s for Yakima, Toppenish, 60 degrees for Ellensburg. Over in the mid-Columbia, we're right in those mid-60s. Our hot spot, Hermiston, 68. In Blue Mountain region, we're in those mid-60s as well. And we're going to remain in the mid to upper 60s into the weekend and into our next work week as we are not warming up anytime soon. So most of the showers are done, scattered showers tomorrow and early Friday. Jill.
Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Northwest. Your local news is back tonight at 5.